previously on
Keeping Up with the Medieval Times.
We need land.
What will you give me for it? Military service. Deal.
Alright, deal. Here's our crops, my lord.
We depend on you. Good, because I provide protection and land. Leave it at my feet.
Feudalism was a political system in medieval times. Land was exchanged for military service and protection. Ownership of land was based in power. The king awarded land grants. Nobles were soldiers in the king's army, and peasants worked in the lord's land. It was developed after the fall of Rome. It was created because people in Europe needed a political system in order to defend themselves.
Manualism was the political, social, and economic system. The peasants were dependent on the land that the Lord gave them, and peasants gave the Lord a portion of their crops. Peasants lived in the manor house that was in the middle of the fief.
Okay, the two systems entered the medieval times together. They were both social, political, and economical, but feudalism was more military-based. Both systems exchanged for service for a better economy. Feudalism, however, had a relationship between lord and nobles, while manualism was between the nobles and peasants.
I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna touch this food. Oh look, there's food. Go. Uh-oh.
I wonder if it's the plague. Head feels warm. No pulse. It's the plague. Oh no. It's gotten to me. What?
The Black Death was from 1347 to 1351. It was an infectious plague that was spread from fleas to rodents that infected humans. With nobody getting better, the disease only kept spreading. Any doctor who was trying to help either died or lived in constant quarantine. Janie Begg catapulted plague-infested corpse into the town in an effort to infect his enemies. Genoese ships carried the epidemic westward to Mediterranean ports through putting more people in danger.
The Black Plague originated in Europe. It killed more than 1/3 of the British population. In the beginning of 1340, the pandemic had reached China, India, Persia, Syria, and Egypt. It traveled through the air. Few doctors could find treatment. In Europe, it killed about 25 million people. People abandoned any infected family and friends. No one could find a cure, and the church crumbled. Here, we should trade.
No, I don't want to touch that. You have the plague.
It doesn't have the plague, I
You
promise.
have the plague.
But it doesn't.
It's spread.
But
It's
it
spread.
did! The Black Death affected Europe economically and politically. The Black Death weakened the churches. It also made it difficult to produce and trade goods. Prices of goods skyrocketed, and many workers died, so few goods could be produced.
I changed my mind. I do want to trade.
I knew you'd come around.
Serfs made up the bulk of society. Their class was hit the hardest because they catered to everyone. When the serfs died, the foundation of the feudalism relied upon was broken. The pyramid of power completely broke. and everything was thrown into chaos. Trading was a big part of the medieval times economy. It's kind of what kept it together. And once trade ports became infected with the plague, or a common place where people could be infected with the plague, people tried to avoid that. Therefore, Europe could no longer trade with other countries, which hindered its economic system, which essentially destroyed their class system, which put their political system at a default, ultimately having it fail as well. Without a stable economy and an income of money, everything kind of fell apart in this society.